Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Immortality Update this Sunday evening, June 8th. Thanks for stopping by the program where you can get all the latest news and views in the world of life extension and chat with researchers and advocates from around the world. And tonight, well, we have planned our guest, Professor Kevin Warwick from the University of Reading in the UK. Of course, many of you may be familiar with him as the cyborg professor of cybernetics, the guy who put the computer chip in his arm in order to, test out the emerging cybernetic field. Well, I haven't been able to get a hold of him as of yet this evening. Hopefully, a few minutes into the program here, I'll be watching my email, I'll be watching my Skype to see if he is available so we can have our program and our guests. So, we don't have the guest tonight, but for those of you first tuning in, well, the Sunday evening update, of course, as I mentioned, it's a program brought to you by the Immortality Institute about life extension and living a long time, obviously. Yeah, and every week, one thing I like to do is bring to you little things from around the, let's say, the mass media circle or from the supplement area, things that people do in order to try and live longer, some of it which is not always really that applicable or that trustworthy as far as truly helping you live a long time or reversing or ending the aging process. I call it the snake oil segment, and we've covered a few things in the past like magnetic rings or the foot patches or the Pure Power mouth guard. Well, this week I've got something interesting, and that is something that you might have seen around the web and on TV, different areas, energy healing. Right, this is now one of these more Far Eastern ancient medical practices, has to do with, well, you tell me what it has to do with. This particular website that I found specializes in energy healing, meditation type things, except they do it by distance. Get that. This fellow who runs this website is an energy healer in California. And you pay him $99 if you have an illness. You can sit down 7 o'clock Pacific time every Wednesday, and he'll heal you by distance across time and space in order to cure whatever ails you. And there you go. You can get energy healing at a distance for $99. Also notice, for an extra $39, he can heal your pets. That's correct. Energy healing by a distance. You can end up healing your pets as well. Call me a little skeptical. Of course, the website has a lot of interesting things. Hey, there's a picture of your pets, right? Aren't they cute? They need energy healing too, right? There's a lot of testimonials on the website, of course. A lot of these type of things, that's what you'll get, is seeing testimonials. The one thing I will give Michael, this fellow, credit for is that he does have a disclaimer saying that he's not a medical professional, and what he deals with is in ancient, mystic, Far Eastern medical practices. Something people have heard about, the chakra, right? What is that? Chakra? Something in your body. Is something to do with your chi, your ki, or whatever you call it, flowing through your body. And if everything's in balance, then you're going to be perfect and healthy and live forever. Things like that. The one thing, that was another thing that's a couple weeks ago when I had the reflexology, those foot patches. That was an ancient Chinese medical tradition, and one thing that seems to make it into these mass marketing healing techniques and these anti-aging things, these miracle cures, is it's all Far Eastern stuff, right? It's all from China and Southeast Asia. That's the hype nowadays, with all the herbs and all these odd type of berries that come from the Far East, and also, all kinds of different healing type of methods, acupuncture and everything. And it makes me wonder, or it makes me think, the one thing I think about is, if all of these things are so great, right, shouldn't all Chinese people be living to 100, 200, 300 years old? Maybe they don't subscribe to their own ancient healing practices. Maybe not, I don't know. But even back then, we have legends of people living to be, 200, 300 years old, but no solid proof. And as far as average lifespan, people in the Far East and people in other parts of the world, it doesn't seem to be that much difference. In fact, isn't Japan or Sweden have the longest average lifespan in their population? It's not China, it's not Thailand, so I don't know. It seems to be more hype than anything else. But energy healing by a distance, I'm going to save my $99 and perhaps buy some good quality supplements from one of our sponsors at the Immortality Institute, whether it be Relentless Improvement, good sponsor, Custom Capsule, another good sponsor. I always mention the sponsors at the Immortality Institute as well. Rev Genetics, where you can get your resveratrol, and also Juvis Skin Cream, yes, another sponsor, wonderful sponsor of the Immortality Institute. Another thing that I like to update everyone on each week is the Folding It Home Prize and the effort that is being undertaken by the Immortality Institute. The Folding It Home Prize, of course, many of you are obviously familiar with it. Donate your unused computer time. When you're not using your computer, you might as well have it simulating biological processes, right? To help conquer aging, to help conquer disease. And protein folding within the body is a very important process. And when protein folding goes wrong, well, we end up with disease and malfunction within the cells of the body. So the Stanford University started a project, a distributing computing project called Folding at Home, it's a distributed computing project that tries to simulate, tries to calculate how proteins fold. And if we can figure out some of these things, we can end up hopefully curing some disease and understanding the basic biological principles of aging. So the Immortality Institute started a prize for people who join up in this Folding at Home project from the University of Stanford. And the team is the Longevity Meme team that everyone is contributing to. There's a whole bunch of teams around the world, 100,000 teams. Longevity Meme team, as you can see, is all the way up to 176 on the list. Okay, now that might not sound that great, but it is. We started out at the beginning of the prize, at the beginning of April, at position 199 in the world. So in just 2 months, we've jumped all the way up to 176. And at the end of June is our first payout for the prize. Now, if you wanted more information on how to join up for the Folding at Home prize or project here, we do have in the Immense forums a Longevity Meme Folding at Home, a dedicated forum section that has all the information on how you register for the prize, how you set up your computer in order to fold proteins, as they say, and join in on this distributed computing project. So check it out. If you're not donating your unused computer cycles, you should be. It's a great effort by the Immortality Institute and the Longevity Meme to increase visibility for both organizations and for the effort to reverse aging. If there's any distributed computing project that you wanted to donate your computer to or your unused time to, well, certainly these would be, I think, the most worthy because of visibility that